I just got a notification.
Well, yeah, me too. And I think we're live on Facebook right now, buddy.
Are we? Oh my!
I think we are. I'm just trying to find us on here so I can see some questions. You know.
Sweet.
How are you today?
I am doing pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, the kid only had like one mild meltdown today, so I mean, chalking it as a win until now.
And it's 8-month-old, right?
8.5. Yeah, he's
okay.
Getting older. He was born on July 5th of last year.
July 5th.
July 5th.
He's gonna be so mad every year.
Dude, what are you talking about? He automatically has fireworks for his birthday. That's awesome.
That's true. That's true. He's automatically got fireworks. Half the time will be canceled.
For July 4th. It's like, dude, we got to go to a party, so it might as well be that.
Your party, right? Okay, so I can see the questions now. I can see Carlos Sawyer said hi. So hey, welcome to lunchtime Conjure Community Style AMA. I'm Ethan. I am the community manager of Conjure Community. I'm not really a magician. Maybe you're asking yourself how I got this job if I'm not really a magician. But nepotism is an ugly word, and I don't want to talk about it. Joining me today, I have Shawn Mullins, a panelist, regular panelist from CC Live. Hey, Shawn.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
So far, we got Michael Sproul's with us. Hey, Mike.
Hey,
and Daniel Rifkin is with us.
So people don't know this, but like I'm horrible at arts and crafts. Like I barely can wield a glue stick. And so like anytime that I need to make something, I always contact Michael Sproul. I'm like, will you please make this for me?
Since we're locked, and the reason why we're doing this is because everybody's kind of locked inside right now. We've been looking up crafts. Grandparents have been sending us things like crazy. So far, I have toilet tissue rolled owls and all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
So all around the house, there's keep little things popping up. Yeah, man. So what is going on here at Conjure Community? I wanted to talk about that for a second. It's been a busy week. We had a huge lecture this week that went on for like 3.5 hours, something like that. You can find that in the back room. We have the Conjies. I want everyone to go vote for the Conjies because it's Conjure Community Awards, and it's my project, and it's a way to recognize your fellow Conjure community members. So please find that in the Facebook group and vote for the Conjures for me. And we have a mastermind coming up later in a couple weeks besides some other things. And we don't have any sign-ups, so go to the regular mastermind sign-up and sign up for that. If people aren't taking advantage of the member masterminds, that is one of the reasons why this is like the best value ever, right? Like, I mean, like, you're getting a place to show something that's a safe place. And then you're also getting direct real-time feedback from all of us, which is incredibly kind. We're never like harsh on anybody. We're never like super rude or whatever. So it's kind of like everybody kind of calls it like the warm seat, right? Like it's just like it's a little like bit of a time where you get to show anything that you want and work on it. You can ask questions, etc. It's awesome. It's such a great value, and it needs to be used. And it gets you one step closer to a cup. The Conjure Community Cup? Yeah. I have some in my basement. In fact, they're all in my basement. I have one right here. Hey, my namesake Ethan Ross is here. Jordan Linker is here. John Tuttle is here. Hey, everybody. We don't have too much time today, so I asked you if you had a magic trick to show us. Do you? Oh, I could show a magic trick, Ethan. Absolutely. Okay. Ethan. Yes. I'm going to go through the cards just like this. Will you please just say stop? Before I get to the end. Stop. Is there a lag or is No. All right, ready? Okay. Stop. Right there? Yep. You can take a peek at that card. Okay. I got to write that down so I remember. Can you remember it? Are you like Aaron? Do you have to like take it out of the you guys don't see this, but every time Aaron's thinking of a card, he puts it on his desk in front of him face up so he doesn't forget. Man, don't give away his secrets. It's like in the Muppets where like they pull away for just a minute and you see the puppeteer underneath. When does that happen? I want to know when that's happened. It's in a Sesame Street episode, I swear to God. Well, there aren't any of those to go through, so that's fine. There's only a couple of those. They're going to name a movie. All right, I remember what it is. Let's go. All right, Ethan. So
it's somewhere in the middle, so we know it's not the 2 of clubs, right?
Right.
Okay. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to spread out the cards. I'm going to run that 2 of clubs down the side of the pack. You just say stop whenever you're ready.
Stop.
Right there?
Yep.
I'm going to place it right in between where you told me to stop, okay?
Okay.
And that card is touching 2 other cards.
Okay.
These should tell us the value of your card and also what it is. Was it the 4 of spades?
No.
No. What was your card?
It was the Jack of Hearts.
Let me try something.
That's my card. Now let me ask you a question. That little shake you did at the end, was that the magic trick? Was that the thing that changed it? Was it the 2 of clubs?
That is,
and then you
that is the moment. That is the moment.
Paul Brashear is here. Hi, Paul. Hi to England. Now I don't know if we're supposed to show. I mean, I kind of want to know how you did it. That's what we do here at Conjure Community.
Okay.
Okay. First of all, is that trick credited to anyone? Did you invent that? How does that work?
I just kind of messed around with it on the table a little bit, but and that's just because of the confinements that we're in. But it's actually Annemanns Card In Hand, so it goes back to Theodore Annemann. And what you're going to do is you're going to have someone select a card and get it to the top. So that's step uno in this whole process. So you can do that any way. You can do an overhand shuffle control. You can do whatever you like. What I did today was what I actually mentioned in our last episode of Slight Night. So what I did was the Tommy Tucker pass. So as you went and you said stop, I showed the card, and I got a break above that. So I used that little jog break there that Aaron and I believe Alex were talking about.
Okay. That I am really not good at, yeah.
Yeah, and then as we were talking, I just went up and I did that Tommy Tucker pass, which looks like this. I'll do it in slow motion. You're just pulling up that whole bottom half and showing it somewhere in the middle. So at speed, it looks like this, right? It's a nice quick little control to get that right to the top. And it looks like the card's still in the middle somewhere. And from there, we got a break while we were just talking, and then I pushed it over.
Really quick, sorry to interrupt, but John Tuttle asked, did you use your control of choice? Is that what he's asking, basically?
Yeah, that's my favorite control of choice. For something like this, where I want it to look like it's definitely in the middle somewhere, that's what I like to do. If it looks like I just want it to be a mess and quickly forgotten, I'll usually use an overhand shuffle control. That's normally the route that I'll go. In this case, I just feel like a pass of some kind is the quickest way to get it up to the top again. So I just really enjoy that Tommy Tucker one just because I think it's pretty quick and non-discreet. So it's just kind of, is discreet. So it's kind of a nice way to control. So we'll control the Queen of Diamonds. So we got that card right to the top. And then I'm just going to get a break underneath it, however you want to do that. Sometimes I'll gesture off somebody, be like, now you know that it can't be on top. And I'm doing that simulated push-off that Aaron likes and teaches. So now we got the King of Diamonds. Close, but not the same.
John says he liked what you used. He was being a smartass.
Thanks, buddy. So I'm going to turn that double back down. So this is the King of Diamonds here. And if you were here, I'd actually hand you this card and say, here, take it, pinch the edges for a second, and slide it in wherever you like.
Okay.
And then as I do, and normally I'll just say something along the lines of like, and you place it directly above, that's the card. They say, no. Is that one it? No, what was your card? And then this is still sticking out from before, or their hand's still on it. Preferably their hand's still gripping it. And I'll say, like, don't move. Because I could say, isn't that the card I gave you? And then they turn it over, and it's changed into the card that's theirs. In this case, I just did after that switch, I just did a spread, just said it's touching 2 cards. That will tell us the name and the value, which is wrong. And then this card changes as a moment to correct it.
Okay.
So, but it's just, you know, it's just having fun with that one. Try a bunch of different ways to perform it. It's a great trick. I personally, if we were in person and I had you being able to hold things, I would definitely do the original of where they put their selection in, they're still holding it. Is this the one that you cut to? No. One on the bottom? No. And then what was your card? That one, is that the one I gave you? No. And then comes back to there. So
nice.
It's a great trick. It's overlooked too. It's really good.
And what did you say the name was? Annemann?
Annemann, I believe it was A Card in Hand.
A Card in Hand, okay.
Yeah.
Carlos says you're digging deep back in history for that one.
I love Annemann stuff. He has some great card material. I definitely recommend if anybody wants to look up some great card magic, go read his.
Christopher Harrop over in Liverpool. He's here. He's saying hi.
Hey, what's going on?
I met Chris a couple times at the summit, which would not happening when we wanted to this year, which is a big bummer.
Chris Harrop is awesome. He's a great dude.
And I was going to say something about that. I get confused with Blackpool every week.
You get what confused?
So John, Blackpool and Liverpool, because I'm from
okay.
I'm from Mideast Atlantic. So John Tuttle says he's done something similar based on Jake Stakey and Josh J. plot of going back in time.
Yes, that's another good one too. A little bit different. That adds a little bit of a triumph moment in there, which is great. This is based off an Annemann thing too. I might as well share some more, you know. I don't mind tipping the mitt, man.
Cool.
If you were here,
yep,
would let you just kind of cut and turn over the pack kind of like this.
Okay.
But you're not, so I'm just going to run my thumb down the side. Just say stop.
Stop.
Right there. Do you want to go one more down, or are you good right there?
I'm good right there.
Okay. So I'm going to turn everything above. Now, if you were here, I'd have you walk over the corner, spread off these cards, okay? Take the top 3 without looking at them and place them into your pocket, okay? You can't get much more fair than that, right? Then I would have you reach in and take one of the cards out, which I'm just going to do it like this, okay? So we're not looking at, I'm even going to put my hand over it so I can't see like the back or anything. Now, we would touch fingers for just a second. Only a second.
Ouch. Okay, sorry.
Dude, you stole my paper.
Did I? Sorry. I've seen a lot of movies. That's all I got going on everywhere.
But the second that we touch, 4 of clubs.
Wow. Hey, was that the card I picked at the beginning?
Yeah, let's try this again. So I got another one. Another one. My hand's over it. Touch again, right?
Out. Okay.
The last one you got to be like, was it Reese's Pieces, right?
I was gonna say Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces.
Yeah.
And then this one should be the 2 of Hearts. 2 of Hearts.
Oh.
And then last but not least, this one wouldn't even come out of your pocket. Just touch 7 of Diamonds.
7 of 9. Oh no, sorry. 7 of 9.
But it's a good trick, and this one's a little gutsy, but I like it. There is a way to make it less gutsy, and I can definitely talk about that. So what you guys are going to need, did people like that? Are there like ones? I don't even know how this Facebook...
We're not even doing ones. Do you guys want to give us some ones so we know what's going on? I know Rayhan asked us here for control again.
Like if they want to, do you guys want to know that one?
It's even like that. Yeah. It's like, this thing is so weird because I see it. It's coming after we ask. I know that Rayhan asked to see that first control again, which we can go back to in a little bit.
I'll do that after. So basically you get 3 cards that you want to force. I'm just using the first 3 cards of Mnemonica because that's the ones I've memorized.
We got some ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Sweet. So here's what you're going to do. You need your 3 force cards and a double backer, so a card with 2 backs. To be sneaky, you put those face-up cards in the order that you remember. So they're gonna be talked about in this order. Okay, you're gonna put them face up, put that double backer directly on top, and you are set to go. I gave it a little overhand shuffle right at the beginning, just to give it a little bit of a carelessness. You can also, as long as you don't show those cards, you can give them a little spread. So you just do a little block of those. So it's pretty fair and open. And then you're going to demonstrate. So I want you to cut anywhere. You can cut like a third, you can cut half, you can cut wherever, and turn it over. So they would pick it up and turn those cards over. And I'm pretty comfortable letting them do that. As long as it's casual and good, they're never going to see those face-up cards or that double back. Then you're going to turn around and say, spread off those cards. And then spread the top 3 and put them in your pocket. So they just put these right in their pocket or wherever. And this is for the gutsy way. So when they're in the pocket, now if you tell somebody to reach in their pocket and pull out a card, more than likely they're going to come in and they're going to pull off that top card, that 4 of clubs. I have mine backwards when I get my 7. But when they reach in, they're more than likely going to pull that one that closest to the outside, because it's easier to grab with the fingers and push with the thumb, right? So you can kind of put that on the hand and say 4 of clubs. That's a miracle when that happens, because not only did they cut anywhere they wanted, put any 3 cards in their pocket, and then they put it out and there's a card underneath their hand that you just called. I mean, that's a risk worth taking, in my opinion. I do it that way specifically for magicians as well, because it adds that little layer of deception on there. So you can do it that way, or because you know what 3 cards are in there, you could say peek at it. They peek at it, do the finger touch. It was a black card. If they say no, you know it's one of the other 2 cards. You know what 3 cards are, right? So so that's a way to make it more surefire if you want to do it that way. And again,
Carlos said at first he thought you were doing a Balducci force.
No, it's a little different than the Balducci force.
Balducci, sorry about that.
Yeah, and for people who don't know, you could do the Balducci force for this too. If you don't have a double backer and you want to go impromptu, you just keep those cards stacked up on top. You do a small packet to demonstrate. I want you to cut some cards and turn it over just like that. They will cut some cards, but a larger packet than what I just did. They'll cut a bunch, turn it over, and same thing. Push all the face cards off, and these are your force cards. Right? Okay. So that's a nice way to force a card too, and an impromptu way to do this if you want to do it impromptu. But I really dig that those 3 cards are there, and it's pulling. You pull it out of the pocket. It's the 4 of clubs, and then turn it over, 4 of clubs. Reach in again. So when they reach in again, here's the thing: if they pull out the top card, or if they pull out the bottom card, the one closest to you, you know that's how they're going to pull out the next 2 cards, right? Or the next card, then the last card by itself. So they kind of fall into that pattern. So it does hit pretty well. But it's a great trick, and that's based off of Annemanns Paroptic Vision. So that's another old one, but a really good one. And a person who has good work on this, if you want to look at it a little further, Bob Sheets has an awesome routine using this. He uses the Balducci force, but he has
also amazing sandwiches to go. Sheets, forget it. Anyway, so I asked because I asked them if I should learn a trick from you. They seem to say yes.
You want to?
Yeah, I will. But first, I have a question.
Sure.
Since I started working here, I started buying some cards because mainly I like colors because things are pretty. So I got these sweet turquoise bicycles, right?
Yeah.
I love things that are turquoise. My bar mitzvah yarmulke was turquoise. I love turquoise. And I got really excited when I saw that this card that came with it came with pink, aka whatever, fuchsia, right? So then I went to look and I purchased a fuchsia deck because I was so excited about pink. And do you know what the color is on the fuchsia deck for that card?
No.
Yes, because the blue one, the other side is fuchsia.
I feel like you're leading me down the path, and I should say fuchsia.
No, this should be based on everything turquoise, right?
Yeah.
It's red.
The most subtle change ever.
Yeah, no, I just don't understand. So yeah, man, let's I want to say hi to Ray Honey's out there, and so is Jordan, I think.
So
like, since we're desperate, and at least I am, a warning again, Aaron Fisher is my brother, but I have eschewed Magic for nearly 40 years.
All right.
So I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm going to have to teach me. Do we need my hand view?
Yeah, why not? Go through your pack of cards, though, and take out 2 jokers and set them aside. We're not going to need them.
Let's see how this looks. Trying out something new. How's that?
Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty.
All right, I don't have any jokers. This is just 52.
Perfect.
Look at that. Yeah. Okay.
Give them a little bit of a shuffle.
A shuffle?
Yeah, just shuffle them, just so that they're mixed. Just so that people here know that I didn't say, hey, do this, right?
Right.
And then when you're ready,
okay,
I want you to take 3 cards 3 different times and make 3 different piles. Get rid of the rest of the deck. Don't look at any of the other cards that are on the table.
I think his uncle taught my son this trick. Okay, so 3 down, and I move this out of here, right?
Now, Ethan, are you left-handed or right-handed?
I am right-handed.
All right, take your left hand.
Okay.
Put it down on any of the piles. I'll do the same as you. Okay, middle one?
Yep.
Take your right and just gather up the rest of the cards. Now, yep, just leave them either side. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Now, lift up your left hand. Pick up that whole pile.
Yep.
Look at that bottom card.
Okay.
Remember it. And put the rest of the cards on top.
Okay.
Okay? So here's what we did. We mixed up the cards. You dealt random cards out, and then you picked a random pile. We mixed those up, and we put them in together. Correct?
Okay. Yep.
Right. Okay. Now, I have a card, too, that I'm thinking of. So I'm going to demonstrate using my card. Okay? What I want
I shouldn't do anything yet.
Right.
Just keep him in this position I learned from Alexander Slemmer on the Miracle Force formula, which you can find in the back room. Okay.
What we're going to do is we're going to spell your card's first name. So my card's first name was Jack.
Okay.
J-A-C-K. And I'm going to put the rest of my cards on top. And it doesn't matter if you say your card. You can say your card out loud.
My card is the 7 of clubs.
So spell 7.
With the cards.
Yes.
S-E-V-E-N.
Put the rest of the cards on top.
Okay.
Then we're going to spell your card's middle name. So that's of.
Okay.
It's weird that they all have the same middle name, isn't it?
Okay.
O-F. And then the rest go on top.
O-F.
Yep. Now mine was hearts, right?
Okay.
So H-E-A-R-T-S. And then the rest go on top. So what was yours? Yours was a club, you said?
Clubs.
So spell clubs.
C-L-U-B-S.
Perfect.
Right.
Now, Ethan.
Yeah.
This whole thing has been about names.
Sure.
Right?
Yep.
Now, if I spell my name, S-H-A-W-N, I should get my card, the Jack of Hearts. Spell your name.
Ethan. Sorry, let me do it out.
It's okay.
E-T-H-A-N.
Now, look at that N.
This one or this one?
The N that you dealt down.
Okay.
The last card, yeah. We mixed the cards, and you found your own card, dude.
So does that work with any card in the deck all the time except jokers?
Well, yeah, because Joker's only has Joker. You can't do the 3 names for the Joker, right?
Right.
So oh man, I'm blanking on the name now. It's
Hey guys, that doesn't get any ones. Anyway, that's cool, guys. Whatever.
I know this is Ethan's first time doing a magic trick on Conjuror community. Oh man, really? It's only the second. But here's the deal. So like, you just need 9 cards. It could be any 9 cards minus the Jokers, right?
Okay.
But the key to this is that very last bit, right? So where they get to spell their name.
Thank you, Christoph.
Yeah. That bit's something that I tossed in a little bit because normally it would be done with the word magic, right?
Okay.
But most names, and you know what the person's name is before you start doing this trick.
Right. Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks.
Spells with like just a few letters, either 4 or 5.
Right.
And it would work with any 4 or 5 letter name.
Because with the 4-letter names,
it'll be on top of the deck that you're dealing from.
Top of the deck you're dealing from, and with 5, it'll be the last one.
Correct. So
that's tricky.
Yeah. So it makes it look a little extra like tricky there because people have different spelling names.
Right.
And normally you ham it up a little bit more too. Like you dealt 7. No, if you said 4, you only would have dealt 4 cards, so it would be in a completely different arrangement. And you go through it that way, building up the impossibility. So, but this, I just kind of wanted to showcase it off a little bit. But it's a gorgeous effect that's really easy. You can do it with somebody over the phone, like we just did.
Right. And my favorite part is it's the second trick I know where I haven't had to really practice anything.
Yeah, no sleight of hand.
It's great. So at some point, I'm going to learn some. I can do this.
What?
It's crazy. But that's about it. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome. And yeah, so anytime you have somebody with a 4 or 5-letter name, do that. If you have somebody with a 3-letter name, you can ask them to name somebody. Like, do you have a wife or girlfriend or vice versa?
Who's your favorite Disney princess? Say.
All right.
Who's your favorite character of Alan Moore's Watchmen? Something like that. So do me a favor, one more time. Go back, that very first trick you did?
Yeah.
Can we get a close-up of the control? Because I know Rayhan was asking about that.
That pass, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So what I'm using is the Tommy Tucker pass. This was a pass developed by Tommy Tucker. Same guy as the 6-card repeat guy. Pinky in the back, same way that most passes start. I'm going to come over on top, and I'm going to grab with my thumb and my middle finger right about there. Okay. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to make a cutting action. So best way to show this. So I'm going to take that. My thumb is going to help kick this straight. Okay, so it's going to do this. So I'm showing you a little bit more than you need to know to make it look good. But
hold on a second, this will help. Go ahead.
Yep, so you're doing a pass, basically, and coming through. So let me just show you real quick. So you don't need to do it that way with your thumb. That's my mistake. I'm thinking of 2 different things. But so thinking in the back, you're going to cut, show, cut, show, cut, show. So at speed, oops, I'm at a weird angle here. So at speed, okay. So I'm just doing that again and again. So that's what it looks like. And if I go slow and exposed, slow and exposed.
Okay.
So I was thinking of something different with the thumb. I was going to explain the difference between the pass and that, but brain is a little mushed.
Speaking of brains mushed, and I think that's going to complete the magic section of today's little lunchtime thing. Just
Sweet.
Because, how since we're all home, you know what I mean? How's it going for you being at home? Do you work from home normally?
No, I'm a physical therapist assistant during the day.
Okay.
And then that's what I do through the week. And then I do magic at night. So I either perform at night or on weekends.
And I guess you're not performing right now.
No. Well, online a little bit, I suppose. I'm doing a little bit of those. I'm doing some making some short YouTube clips just for fun.
Right.
You know, I think this is a fun time for any magician to kind of look at what they can do to increase their presence on either social media or any of the platforms really, and just kind of say, hey, this is what I do, because people don't hire you unless they know what you're doing.
And what's the name of your YouTube channel?
Just Shawn Mullins Magic. I can pop it below this later.
Yeah, please.
And then I'm just doing little bits of that. I'm looking at some old show footage that I have that I filmed. I film every show that I perform.
Right.
And
do you suggest everyone does that?
What's that?
Do you suggest everyone does that?
Absolutely.
Right.
If you have the means and capability to have a camera on your show, do it. And there's 3 things that you can do with it. 1, watch it and feel terrible. No, but I hate watching myself. Like anybody else, I hate watching myself. Right. But you can watch it, number 1, so that you can see how you move, right? You can see how you transition between the effects. You can see the reactions. You can see everything. So you want to have the whole audience in the frame, because you can kind of tell when people aren't paying attention to what you're saying, because they'll be looking at their friend, they'll be talking, you'll see them peek at their phone or something like that. Another thing to do.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Another thing to do is to only listen to the audio. So, and actually transcribe what you said. So you can use any speech software too to do this, but what you do is you get an actual transcript of the act. So that way you can see every every you said. You can see the awkward sentences, things that weren't phrased right, wrong words, and you can tighten that script up, right? And then the other thing that's really useful too is, watch it for yourself. What did you enjoy watching of yourself? What do you think you did right? What do you think you did wrong? And the ability to share it with other magicians that you're friends with. So I have a couple guys that I'll be like, hey, I did this performance. This is what I think. Can you take a peek at it? And they'll say like, oh, it was good. You did this well. This could use some work, and we help each other.
And that's what we do kind of here. You can, all the members know.
Yeah, and putting it in our Facebook group, which is our closed Facebook group, right?
It's private and we're positive.
Yeah, and we're a great group, right? So, I mean, this is the...
Except for you. No, I'm kidding. No. You know who you are.
I mean, we're the best club on the planet because we don't have that political mindset, right? Like we're not voting for a president of our group. We don't worry about X, Y, and Z. We don't have to worry about any of that stuff. All we have to worry about is the fact that we all are here to enjoy magic. And, if we can give some positive encouragement and tell people the good things that they've done, and if people want a little bit more of, what they think they can improve on, I think our group is the best at saying it in a really good way. Like if somebody said like, oh, like, have you tried scripting it and stuff like that, as opposed to like, I could tell you didn't use a script. You sounded awful. Nobody's like that in the entire group. So.
Cool, man. Well, I appreciate you being here. We're going to try to do some more of these, maybe get some other panel members. If anyone writes in, says, give us any suggestions, maybe it's, hey, man, this thing is too early. Hey, maybe there's not enough instruction. Maybe there's too much instruction. Maybe I want to see Ethan do a trick a day till he gets good at this. Or no, the most boring thing in the world would be to see Ethan do a trick a day.
I want to see Ethan do a trick a day.
I know you do. I know Aaron does. And I know that we do have a member mastermind in 2 weeks. I know we have Larry Wilmore is going to be on CC. When is that? It's like in a couple weeks.
I think it's not this Wednesday, but the one following.
And
I'm really excited for that one. I'm a huge fan of Larry Wilmore.
Yeah, and Christopher Harrop is like trick a day. Trick a day. And, this Tuesday we're going to have, and we'll put it in the group, and, we're going to have a memorial for Jonathan.
Yep.
So everybody keep an eye out for that founding member, Jonathan, who passed away. Mm-hmm. Big hole in our magical hearts there. So everybody, please please stay inside, okay? More important, wash your hands. And I think the most important thing, my grandmother, who also happens to be Aaron Fisher's grandmother, said, don't touch your face.
And when this is all over, you can finally itch your nose.
Yeah, and when this is all over, we'll all meet online to do some more magic. And if we're still doing this, I'm not sure yet. But hey, man, thanks again. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody who's watching. Thanks, guys. And we'll catch you next time.
Enjoy.